Hey guys, and welcome to Natural Aesthetics. So this is the second week of training on this periodised routine. For those of you that haven't watched my last video, I suggest you do so. It gives you an in-depth insight into my training, both long-term and short-term, the goals that I have and how I've structured it. So I suggest you watch that. This is my physique at the moment. It's a little bit of a naff angle, but I am slightly leaner than I have been in quite some time. And this is basically because of the dietary changes. Had some stomach issues, and I did mention that in a previous video. That was more than likely due to taking the Roaccutane. But I've since changed my diet. I've been following a abbreviated version of the SCD diet. But I've found since that I can actually handle white rice, no problem at all. That's pretty much the only carb that I'm consuming at the moment. That and maybe some fruits, bananas, like in a smoothie in the morning. So my meals are very frequent and fairly consistent, at least 3 square meals a day, if not 4 or 5, including shakes, and actually consuming more protein than I have done due to these changes in a long time. And I think that's made some solid improvements in my muscle mass over the last month or so. Of course, it's not a huge amount, but I just noticed some changes. So as well as helping my stomach and clearly it's made some improvements. And I don't know whether it's down to the diet alone or simply stopping the Roaccutane, but I think probably more of the prior. But it's also helped me in the gym. Just more of a traditional bodybuilding diet, less of the flexible dieting approach, which I think I kind of got stuck on for a few years. Just going back to basics and eating, pretty much any meat that I want with a source of carbohydrates and vegetable pretty much every meal. So in the morning, I'm usually starting off with a smoothie. I'll then probably have a good meal, either mid-morning or lunch, and another one late afternoon, and then probably another meal before bed or a shake. So this is my second push to have training this week. I focus on shoulders and triceps, and I do some additional chest work. So as I mentioned in my last video, I prioritise certain areas at certain points in the periodised routine. So the first few months I'm focusing mostly on shoulders and arms, and that means I have to do the most amount of sets on those areas. So during this workout I managed to squeeze out a few more reps on some of the exercises, and I also added an extra set from my shoulder and tricep workout. So at the end of the 4-week period, I hope to improve that even further by following up with a deload where I'll only train 2 times during that week. So the volume and the intensity increase from week 1 to 4. And then the intensity, the volume and the frequency all drop off on week 5, ready for a fresh start for the next cycle. Form is kept tight throughout just to allow for me to gauge my progress. If I start adding momentum, then it's harder to keep track of reps I'm doing at a given weight and volume overall. I've also scheduled the training during this first mesocycle to really prioritise the shoulders and arms. So on the Monday session and the Thursday session, I just focus on those areas. I do 4 sets of chest as well with that, and all the rest is focused on shoulders and tris. Then on the Tuesday and Friday sessions, I train back biceps. Again, I prioritise biceps. I do the most sets on that out of any body part on that day. And then with some legs as well. And as the months move on, I will begin to shift the body parts that I prioritise, and I'll be starting on different muscle groups per session. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to see more. Don't forget to click the notification icon underneath the subscribe button so you can be updated of any videos that I upload, and check out all my social media. The links are in the description box below. Stay strong.